start of week technical analysis video. We're going to jump straight into things here, starting on our minute 15. So as you can see, there's actually a decent amount of information to go over. What we're going to go ahead and do is go to our minute 5 and just sort of zoom back into that bullish wedge that we established. If I can just zoom in real quick. Up here, we marked in this bullish wedge, and we understood that we had a common resistance and common support. And this is where we last left off. We had some scenarios where price could continue sort of testing at this support and continue on higher. However, as you can see, price ended up failing at this support. In turn, price then continued to continue bearish, smashing through our points of interest. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go to our minute 15, we're going to reset our price scale, and then we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a path. So starting off here, sort of just before we last left off, as you can see, we had a dramatic fall with price touching the level of 2916, and then price continued all the way bearish, testing this support of 2879. Price then continued to consolidate sort of around this area, finding we had a slight breakout during the Asian session on Sunday. And then, or just as the market opened on Asian session on Monday, and then price continued bullish, going back into the 900 area. Excuse me. And then obviously, as you can see, recently we have had some consolidation around this area, with price sort of consolidating just above or just below the 2900 area. So what does this mean for gold, and what can we expect to see for the rest of this week? So what we're going to go ahead and do is remove this and remove our vertical line. First of all, we're going to go to our daily chart though, and we're going to remove our vertical line. So this is our vertical line. We'll also remove this one from previous time. So as you can see, yesterday, so I say yesterday, Friday we had a bearish flip. Obviously, we saw that new all-time high created of around 2947, with price then becoming bearish, giving us a bearish engulfing candlestick. And as you know, the higher the time frame, the stronger the information. And with a bearish engulfing coming, showing us on the or appearing, should I say, on the daily time frame, you know that this is a significant bit of information to look out for. So again, bullish engulfing, we have our A, B, and C candlestick. We have our initial candlestick, then we have our bearish engulfing candlestick, which wipes out the data from the previous candlestick, and then our C candlestick, which is a entry candlestick. So technically, this would be our entry candlestick if you was to take a short. I just want to apologize for the background noise. There's not much that I can do about it. Anyway, let's go over to our weekly now. As you can see, we are on the weekly time frame, very bullish. We have been for a long period of time now. So as you can see, we are just at the start of the week, and volume hasn't been great yet. As you can see here today, on the 19th of February, we have some news, which I believe is the Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. GMT. Which is the sort of inside the New York session, and we also have a news event happening later on, which isn't very significant. Even though it says it's high impact, it won't really affect the market too much. So we're going to go down to our hour 1 now and just sort of go over some possible scenarios as to what we could see happen. We're going to go ahead and remove these previous drawings that we had marked in here as well, just to clean up our chart a little bit. There's no point having too many drawings on the chart, as it will just create noise within the market, and while you're trying to sort of analyze and take trades within the market, it will interfere with that, as you're looking at so many different things at once. So what we're going to go ahead and look at here is obviously where we are now. As you can see, we have this common resistance of around 2903. Price is struggling to break back into that 2900 level, with price then consolidating around this area, sort of on our point of interest at 2898, which previously was an all-time high before we pushed into these 2900 areas. So if there's a few scenarios that we could potentially see, is just sort of price continue on bearish. We could see this bottom level potentially of around 2880 touched. As you can see, we tested it as a support sort of early hours of today. There's another potential scenario that we could see. We could see price continue to consolidate or find support at this level, breaking back into the 2900 area significantly. If we see that, we could see the 2905 level tested, with price then breaking back down, or we could see this 2905 level broken through and price continues on to our next point of interest at 2925. This level is definitely going to be a significant level for us to take into account, the level of 2905, as this level has been tested on as a resistance and a support many times, as you can see before, we have a resistance here, support here, resistance, resistance, support, resistance. So as you can see, we have definitely seen price test around this area a considerable amount. So yeah, that's definitely going to be the level that we're looking for. If we can see 2905 broken through, we most likely will see a bullish continuation, potentially seeing gold hit new all-time highs. If we see our level of around 2881 hit, most likely thing, if I go to our hour form, we have that 2881 level hit here, which is around here. If it breaks through this area, we most likely will continue on down, potentially to the low 2800s. But yeah, they're going to be the two levels that we're sort of taking into consideration. As of right now, with the momentum and the current price action that we are seeing, the most probable scenario for gold as of right now will be a bullish scenario, with price eventually breaking through the level of 2905. Things have been positive for news recently, for gold recently. Taking into account the news, everything happening around the world, yeah, just loads of things that are happening around the world is definitely a positive for gold. Positive meaning that price is increasing. As you know, traders, we can trade the market either way. It doesn't matter if it drops, doesn't matter if it goes up, doesn't matter if it's we take longs, we can take shorts. It doesn't matter for us. We just want to work out the most probable move, and as of right now, the most probable move that I can potentially see, if I go to our minute 5 and just sort of have a look, what we could most likely see is a retracement from this level. As you can see, price has struggled to break significantly into the 2900 area, testing that 2905 level and then retracing back down, consolidating in this area. If I just mark this level real quick for you, just sort of this little block here is just sort of consolidation. Price just moving up and down, moving sideways, nothing real significant happening. Obviously with the help of the New York session, which we are now in, there will be you'll see a significant increase of volume and volatility within the gold market. So yeah, the most likely thing that we'll probably see is a continue of consolidation, potentially price dropping down to test 280, around the 280 area, or 2880 should I say, or potentially price breaks through that 2905 level. But this is going to be the level our traders are focused on to enter those really nice positions. But yeah, that's going to be that for our start of week technical analysis. Positive for gold as of right now. Just going to have to keep a close eye on the price action and take it from there really. So I hope you have all enjoyed. Really appreciate the support. I believe we're closing in on 250 subscribers, which is absolutely phenomenal. If we can hit that by the end of this month, that would be amazing. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. We definitely really do appreciate all the support and the engagement from you. Without you, it wouldn't be possible. But yeah, that's going to be our start of week technical analysis. I hope you have all enjoyed. Don't forget to tune in for our midweek technical analysis, which will just be a write-up technical analysis. Then of course our end of week technical analysis, which will be another video. The end of week technical analysis are always the most fun for me, and I believe they're the most fun for you guys as well, because you get to sort of break down and watch what sort of happened in the market, and sort of how the market's setting itself up for the next week. And then obviously Monday, our start of week technical analysis, it sort of confirms that, and we just sort of see what happened for the rest of the market hours before the close on the weekend, and just sort of gives us a better picture of what we could see this week. But yeah, that's going to be that. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.